Hmm. So I'm trying to show the meeting here. It's sometimes it's a little quiet. I'm going to join in on another phone and start talking with these people, but I'm trying to share the screen here, but it's just having a hard time figuring out how to do it on a Chromebook. Ah, there we go. Okay, yep, there we go. We've got it. So let me go over to. Okay, get back out of there. So there's six people in there. The meeting starts probably in another half an hour. So it's time to get the natives wound up here a little bit. So let's sit back and enjoy. So let's try to get the Grand Pillsbury Rising, and I'm just leaving the room because I don't want any feedback. So I'm going to go start harass, harassing on another phone. But let's see how many people she has in the call right now. There's six. Okay. Hey, Truth Science, how you doing, bud? So let me get to another area here, and we're gonna start. We're gonna start having some fun. So I got booted for polycentric. Why is this happening? Okay, she's having some issues on. Now she's doing damage control. I don't know why this is having such an issue. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but the connection to her is just horrible. But let's see if I can get out and try to get back in. Hmm. Yeah, so let's try. I don't know what's going on. I'm still hearing her, but it's just the app is okay. Okay, we're gonna have to re-sign back in here. Hold on a second. So just give me a second here and just sign back in. It wasn't my it wasn't my thing. It was the free conference call app. Okay, just bear with me. Yeah, it's the free conference call app. Sometimes it messes up and it just really laggy and stuff like that. So let me try getting back on there. If not, I'll just call it quits. Hopefully, I can get back in before she locks the call. Uh, we'll do it this way. Again. Just bear with me for a second here. I'm not liking a Chromebook either. And use web version. Oops. Join online meeting. Use web version. Join. Allow. And let's join. You forgot truth, honey. And here comes the bullshit. Hey, Dr. Andy. and get a don't show up to court and get an arrest warrant.
Why hasn't Pauline gotten her Range Rover?
They didn't have anything, not even underwear to wear. And we said, so the land belongs to the Moors, period. We know it now though. And we're not out to denigrate them or anything like that. But
you'd have that Range Rover if it belonged to you, Pauline.
The status is the status. Is that's what it is. So we love what our ancestors have done through us all. And I'm just excited for us. Wait till you see. Our ancestors know everything. I tell
No
you,
building on First Avenue.
They know everything. They know it all. With that being stated, it's about 6 minutes after, so we're going to go ahead and lock the meeting. And let's see.
For your answer and affirmation, by the way.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for asking, Empress.
Of course.
I'm excited for us. I really am, because who knew? Everybody knew. We just couldn't remember until now. Now we know. So as we begin this congressional assembly, I will go ahead and put it in lecture mode so that we can go ahead and get started. Islam.
The reason why she puts it in the lecture mode is because we come in and start crashing the call. 4 or 5 of us. She thinks it's just one person, but there's 4 or 5 of us that come in and crash the call and stuff like that.
And this is supposed to be over here.
And she's supposed to be wearing a red turban, and that's what's.
Let me make.
So the 3 flags that are behind her are the United States flag, the Moroccan flag, and the flag of New England. I have no idea why they fly the flag of New England.
Okay. Islam.
And why they say Islam all the time.
I forgot to delete the video from the last meeting. There it is. Okay, there it is.
The recording has started.
Peace and grand rising to the sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine heirs. Today is June the 29th, 2023 on the ancient moon calendar and 2024 on the ancient sun calendar. All rise and stand and remain standing into perpetuity and according to the ancient Noahide laws as stated by this holy Congress. This is a sovereign living ancient, Article 3, Moorish American, Al Moroccan Universal Court action. We are the sovereign living justices. And Ego Sum Pauline Denise Ritchie. My free chosen sovereign appellation is Light Tajiri Bay. All are in capitis diminution nolo in red ink in proprio persona sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. We are capite et corpus juris legalis, which is our statement that we are the lawful and legal natural head and body for our empire. All Moors are the original indigenous, sovereign, ancient Al-Moroccan, Moorish American ascendants of the great pharaohs of Kemet and of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites. Our full faith and trust, our allegiance, our credit, and our energy are hereby vested in ourselves, for we are the people who are the original indigenous, natural, divine, sovereign, ancient empire state from Morocco. We're the de jure Moorish National Republic federal government. We're ancient Washington District for Columbia. We're the Universal Moorish American Consulate and the Earth-wide Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court. Today, we are exercising the law and ruling and governing by our sovereign status, which is the original indigenous, natural, divine, sovereign, ancient Article 3, living United States District for Columbia Court. And we are the sovereign fiduciaries, original creditors, executors, trustees, ministers, possessors, and titled beneficiaries for this cause for action. We are peace. We are one nation, one state, one empire, and one God. We hereby recognize ourselves and accept our sovereign ascension. We've issued a universal creditor's affidavit for possession, liquidation, and custody over all land, all resources, both natural and national, all commerce, and all other property. We, the one true God nation, are not at war, and we hereby exercise all eternal, ancient, original, sovereign rights at this time and at all points in time, nunc pro tunc. The principles that we share are not our opinion. Along with our sovereign, powerful demonstrations and study, these processes that we share are based on principles of stare decisis, res judicata, ancient positive supreme law for the land, long established in sovereign order. Erudite principles and processes for daily practical application to intelligently govern our vast estate every day is what our ancient ancestors have given us. to share with the ancient sovereign nations, tribes, clans, states, and governments at Earth. For this, we are grateful.
At Earth.
This coming Sunday,
Fasting
I
time.
believe, is the start of our full moon fast for the month of July. Let me go ahead and share my screen so that we can see and note those dates. Islam. And for those who may or may not be aware of the benefits of our fast, we fast however we are led to fast. Some are led to fast from negative energies, which we do anyway. Others are led to fast from sweets or water. I'm sorry, not water, but coffee and things like that, sodas. Others are led to fast from meat and just eat fruits and vegetables. And then others are led to fast and just do water only for the entire 3 days. So the full moon is on the 3rd. So if you choose to, we know that some have still clan members who celebrate the 4th of July with food and things like that. So if you want to do your fast and back it up one day and do it the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and that way you can, however you choose to do it is completely up to you and your spirit, however the spirit leads you. But we do want to unify and fast in some manner at all so that we can continue to come together in the spirit realm and bring our energies together and calm our energies and also remain in complete control over anything that has to do with our temple. And that's another thing that fasting does is it assists us in maintaining mental control over our bodies and our temples and our appetites and our consciousness and our thoughts and all that has to do with us. So with that being stated, just a quick fact, ancient child's play did not allow us to call each other names because our ancestors knew we didn't have names. So when we would attempt to call each other outside of our nobility, we got in trouble for that back in the day. Well, that came from ancient knowledge and ancient information. So with that being stated,
she loves to tell stories.
Fact number 2, each Moorish sovereign dolarium gold receipt at Earth will be unique because of the sovereign autograph on the money. So for those who will be participating in governing where Moorish sovereign dolarium gold receipts are concerned, each one that you issue will be different and unique, and we're going to go into that some more today. And then fact number 3, some people may not agree with this, but it's in the Biblios, and we saw examples of this in the last era. We have dominion over all man, persons, and names. And when we say man, we're not speaking in terms of gender, we're speaking in terms of species. So Romans, the 7th chapter, verse 1 says, "Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know law, how that the law hath dominion over a man as long as he liveth." So what's being stated here is, didn't we all know that the law, and we are the law, hath dominion over all men as long as he liveth? And proof of that is, for example, we can look at the law of gravity. The law of gravity appears to have dominion over man as long as he liveth.
Can you guys hear me?
That we still need to know because not even gravity has has authority and dominion over us. It's actually the other way around. We talked about that briefly previously, and we will be speaking more about our own science in the coming days and weeks. Islam. Now, why do we do the things that we're doing with regard to the processes? By the way, the previous statement that we just brought to light here, it says, "For I speak to them that know the law," is in alignment with what our Prophet Noble Jew Ali said. He said, "Go to them that know law." He was hoping we would figure it out, and we have, that we're the law, so we don't have to go to anyone else except each other to know that we, the law, have dominion over all of man and mankind as long as he liveth. As long as he liveth is important, because now they're differentiating between the living and the dead. Something to think about there. We have dominion over all living things. Yes, we have dominion over the dead. All we do is call some things to life, because the power of life and death is in our tongue. And things that should stay dead, we will let the dead bury the dead. Islam.
Pauline is the living, and the rest of the world is the dead.
Regarding our processes, to include making the statements that, all rise and stand, and all of that, all of the in our court actions and things of that nature. Just one moment. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping here.
How's your day, Swindle? I haven't seen you for a long ass time.
It's going.
We love to clean things up around here.
Sorry, everything's going
and
good.
that's actually our job as we continue to stand and rise on our land. Is to get rid of just by minding our business, our national business, which is what we're doing. We're minding our national business, and automatically the frequencies rise. So know the law and receive the crown. Proclaim your lawful status. 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, verse 5. Now also, if anyone competes, he is not crowned unless he shall have competed lawfully. That was the hidden secret that we did not know, or we didn't remember, is that we must compete lawfully so that we receive the crown. And again, the crown is just a manifestation of who we already are. We have tons of crowns already.
Just talk for a few minutes.
And all crowns belong to the heirs, indeed. So with that being stated, why do I bring these things up? Because the Biblios is a trust document, just like the Constitution is a trust document. And with the Constitution and the Biblios and all of our writings.
Okay, so enough with that. So Andy, unmute yourself there, buddy. Andy. Okay, Andy. Come on in, Andy. I want to go over some stuff with you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get trying to find a video of Sister Bethy.
Sister Bethy.
You're familiar with her?
I was on her show like weeks ago. She kicked me off though.
Yeah, I asked her a simple question, and she booted me off quicker than shit. But I'm looking for a video that she did. This is really hilarious.
Oh yeah, I was on her
Uh,
video though with my cat. Well, my dad's cat, but still.
yeah.
Yeah, I
How
know
how
she's not
can
a cat person though.
how can she make outrageous? I can understand Dane Calloway. It's like Dane Calloway is the godfather of all the Aboriginal people coming out of the woodworks. Like Taj Trickbay is the godfather of the Moorish movement, and
Yeah, you'll be surprised, but some of these Aboriginals, not all of them, but there's like some factions that are like part of the MAGA movement. And I'm not saying all of them are MAGA, but you know, they all like are Trump dick riders though. Trust me, they're gonna vote for Donald Trump in 2020. I mean 2024.
yeah, I'm a conservative. I vote Republican. I voted in the primaries. I voted for Ben Carson. I really like Ben Carson, but he didn't get in, so I vote party line. So I did vote for Donald Trump. And if he happens to be the Republican nominee, I'm voting for him. But that's who I vote for. Is just I vote party lines. Okay, for some reason my
Yeah,
YouTube isn't working. But
that is surprising.
Sister Bethy did a video about how
Hmm.
the Aboriginals them gave
Yeah.
permission to the Moors to start the 13 colonies. It's it's just
Well, I could tell you that these Aboriginals are full of shit, though, dude. There's like different factions of them, though,
yeah.
and they're not united. They're
Yeah,
not united on anything, though.
and that's what's going on with the Moors. There's over 50 different factions. That's not including the Moor science
The
temples,
political Moors. Yeah,
and it's just
but there's some at. Yeah, they're just some of them are divided on politics, though, which politics can easily divide anyone.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. So it's it's like with the Aboriginal. It's insulting to claim to be Aboriginal to the and just diss the Native Americans. That's the point of being racist.
It is the point of being racist, though, because they're self-loathing.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean,
it's all thanks to the systemic issues that goes on in the U.S. though,
yeah,
and now they're having a mental health crisis.
yeah.
Or an identity crisis, though. So, you're from the Midwest, if I'm not mistaken.
No, the Northeast.
Northeast.
Yes,
What part of the Northeast?
that's as much as I'm going to say. I've had death
Okay.
threats.
That's
Some of
it.
these Moors that I have exposed in the past, basically lost the money. It's just like they're doing scams and stuff like that, and myself and Virgo Triad exposed them. Then you got to
Uh,
watch out. Then you got to watch out for them just dive bombing your channel and just reporting every video. Then boom, all of a sudden your channel's gone.
yeah, that's the thing I don't like about them.
Yeah,
Well, they
it's
just don't like dissenting opinions, though. I got my own dissenting opinions, though. Uh, Politically and socially low, basically.
I try
But
to keep politics out of everything the stuff I do on here.
I know.
It's
But I try not to talk about it that much, though.
Yeah.
Even though some of them, not saying all of them, but some of them are part of like some political circles, though. You know,
yeah,
just for clout or just as a grift, you know.
yeah. It's like Sister Bethy tried to run for governor in Connecticut, which is just like I was reading up on that. She didn't get enough signatures on her petition to become governor to actually get onto the ballot.
For real? Well,
What's that?
What for?
You're breaking up.
What party?
That part that I don't know. So I don't know what party she was claiming that, or going to try to um, run as.
I
Okay,
wouldn't be surprised if it's like Democrat or Republican, though.
yeah.
You know, I wouldn't.
Or did
Even
you
though I'm a
listen?
Democrat. Yeah.
Do you listen to that other woman that calls herself the Copper Goddess or something like that?
Oh, Copper Color Emperors.
Yeah, it's like every other word out of her mouth is F this, F that.
Yeah, she's annoying as hell, though. Plus, she's very insecure about her body weight.
Yeah,
I've been to, I mean, me and my friend, you remember Choctaw, which I
yeah,
remember
I miss
you.
him.
I miss him too, but you know, he says something very funny on that YouTube on that live stream last year. I was laughing my ass off though. He's a pretty funny guy, as a but I sure as hell do miss him though. You know.
Yeah, he was. I mean, for being Native American and I mean, he should have stayed on and just keep coming after the the fake Aboriginal.
Aboriginals.
Yeah,
Yeah, the fake Aboriginals. Yeah.
it's
Oh
like
man, I miss his content so much. He will shit on them all day.
yeah, and
He knows how to ruin their day though.
yeah,
Yeah. I
it's
think
like
he will make a great attorney general though. That's what I think.
it's like I can debunk anything the Moors put out. It's just like boom. The easiest thing is there are no Moors in the United States of America. Never has been
True.
and never will be because
That's
they
true,
got.
man.
But it's the Moorish Science Temple of America. It's just like
Yeah.
it's and Drew Ali, but it's hard to it's kind of hard to debunk Drew Ali because um, there's a lot of information out there, but there was this other guy who also claimed to be Noble Drew Ali. So um, there's a lot of misinformation too. So that's where
I just consider them. I consider these little groups though as like political nomads though. You know, like whatever political party that they see as like popular, and they want to grift from that party. That's the party that they'll grift on. Doesn't
yeah,
matter if it's Democrat or Republican. They'll just do the same old shit, dude. You know.
yeah. It's and they take stuff. It's like if you have you ever watched Siberia Bay? He
Siberia, babe. No,
yeah
I never
look
go to these circles though because like they're either sometimes too political or sometimes like I don't know, they're either too political or just they just want to say some shit pretty racist like out the bat, like left field, you know.
yeah. It's most of them like to bring up law. They know law, but they don't
Dude, they never went to law school, dude.
exactly.
Like you got to go to law school to learn law, dude. You know.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
just
they act
reading.
like they have a Harvard education, but they really don't. You know.
Oh, they read Black's Law Dictionary and they're an expert.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They
Well,
just
if
they
they're
read.
smart enough, dude. Hey, dude. If these guys are smart enough, there's a good chance that like Wall Street will take notes on these guys. You know how to steal people's money and shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're not that smart.
That's all this is. It's
They're
about
just blue
taking other
collar.
people's money.
Yeah, it's just blue collar crime, dude. They're just blue collar
Yes.
criminals and shit.
Yeah.
But
It's like
I want to make sure that these. Yeah, you're saying about Aboriginal TV.
Aboriginal power. It's like constantly asking to hit up his Cash App. I mean, he does that like every 5 minutes, and then takes a hit of
So does Aboriginal TV, dude.
yeah.
You know, Ab TV. I mean, Ab TV, dude. Like that guy's insecure as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I know he's like. I know some of his audience, because I have met some of his audience members before. Some of them are part of like the red pill community and shit like that, you know. And they like to talk about, I don't know, like some political shit. They like to be really racist and xenophobic or whatever, though.
Yeah.
You know, even though they never been conservatives their whole life, though. Like they used to be a liberal, and then they switched to conservative because because it's popular and hip nowadays. Like for example, Candace Owens. You're familiar with Candace Owens, right?
Yeah. She's hot.
Okay, that's your preference. Not really. For me, no. But I'm pretty. I live in a pretty fucking blue ass state though, like California and shit.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I live in a blue ass state like California. I don't know if you remember when I said on like and you remember my friend, right? Choctaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss that channel a lot though.
Yeah.
I miss
Yeah.
that guy a lot too.
Yeah. I wish there'd be somebody else like him and could do a lot more content and stuff like that of the Aboriginals. It's just
Well, there's the Indigenous podcast though. I mean, you're familiar with like Not a Coincidence, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
maybe
on
not
his
a
channel every
coincidence.
so
Not a
often.
coincidence. Yeah, not a coincidence is like independent though.
Yeah.
But like most of his followers are like lefties, like me though. You know.
Yeah.
But
See, that's
since
why I
you're
just
conservative,
that's why I keep politics out of this.
yeah, he does it too though. But I think this is why lefties and conservatives have a good chance to like, shutting these people up. In my opinion, though,
Yeah.
because that's what I think we should do. You know.
I mean, the easiest thing to debunk these people is just keep showing history. It's like
Yeah.
I've been posting. There's a Moorish history website that I've found quite a while ago, but I just recently started posting it. So, so that's getting a lot of these people pissed off and stuff like that. So it's true facts about them, but then they're saying one guy came back and said it's European lies, but this history goes back. The history predates Christ.
Everything that they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they predate. Because my ancestors predate them like a long ass time ago and shit, dude.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah.
And the Moorish history in this country is about 100 years old.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think about Bobby Kennedy Jr., dude?
No opinions.
No opinions?
Yeah.
I might support him if like Joe Biden ends up like fucking up.
I think he's going to get the nomination.
I think so too, though. I'm very skeptical with his views on vaccines, though. But I'm willing to like bite the bullet for that guy, though.
What did you?
I was more of a Bernie fan. Yeah.
No. Bernie's an idiot.
Bernie, what's wrong with Bernie, dude?
He's a socialist.
I mean, at first he's a socialist.
Yes. Socialist, communist.
Okay.
He is too far, way too far to the left.
Well, I try my best not to be too far from the left,
Or
though.
yeah, he's too. There's a website you might want to check out. It's a neutral site. It's called ontheissues.org, and basically it just tells the political spectrum of each of all
Yeah,
the elected officials.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you though, like I got some family members that don't like Bernie Sanders though, and they're on the left too though, which
Yeah,
you'll be surprised. Because
yeah,
they like Biden because they think he's a safer choice.
yeah. Bernie's from
Shit.
Vermont, and I've heard that the Democrats get upset with him in Vermont because he during the primaries he gets onto the Democratic ballot, and
Yeah,
he's not a Democrat, and the Democrats in Vermont get upset about him. See,
because
I keep up with I keep up with politics.
I do too, man. But I do too though. I'm not gonna lie though, this is a very awkward moment, but whatever, you know.
Yeah,
But let's get back on these
yeah,
Aboriginals and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. So with what needs to be done with the Aboriginals is, I mean, I got onto Ab Power's live feed one time and asked him about um, if you guys created this technology in these cities and had all these scientists and all this other stuff, where is it? What happened to it? And then this other guy gets on and starts talking law.
Yeah, well, they
So
don't know law, dude. They never went
yeah,
to.
and that's their
They
answer.
never, like
That's
I said
the
before, they never went to what is it?
law school.
Yeah, law school. They never went to law school. I bet they never went to a university and shit. I bet they dropped out of the university or like, I bet they never graduated high school or anything like that
Yeah,
though. You know, but like most of their audience are like grifters, dude. You
yeah.
know,
And
because like, dude,
the reason why they bring up law is because they can't answer the question.
yeah. And I bet you, dude, that these grifters, dude, they will like to take political power on any means necessary though, because that's what they want and shit. You know,
Yeah,
I'm a very anti-establishment type of guy though, very anti-establishment. But I'm not a socialist or a commie as you will say
yeah,
though.
yeah,
More of like a centrist type figure though, but a
yeah.
different type of centrist though. Not like those faulty grifty types. You know what I mean?
Myself, I like to see less government.
This government.
Yeah,
What do you mean by that? Like, I'm just curious.
the government. It's like the um, government telling you what you can and can't do. It's like like the IRS setting the tax, having to pay taxes. We're paying
Oh
way too
yeah, I
many
know what you mean by
taxes.
that.
Like um,
Yeah.
your
I
car
mean, I
has to be
support tax
inspected.
cuts though. Like, I support tax cuts for like middle class or like low class people though, but not for the rich, to be honest.
Okay, I hate being political, but say like you um, worked your ass
Hmm.
off all your life and you became a multimillionaire. Should you be taxed?
Yes, I think so, dude.
Okay.
Because we like, regardless of what this is what I think. Regardless of what like social, I mean, regardless of like what economic, social status you had to pay your taxes regardless though, for like schools, roads, like all that type of stuff, like infrastructure though. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how poor you are. You know, but I think tax cuts should go to the middle class and the poor. And I don't really trust the rich that much though. and that's my stance on that, though.
Yeah. So back to Aboriginal powers again.
Yeah, Aboriginal power.
I got on in another time, and what was he? He was talking about something. I just totally forgot what it was. What it was. Let me think here.
About technology. I think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, he talks about
I
technology,
mean,
science, and he loves to use word salad, big time word salad.
mm,
Oh, he
yeah,
he he.
they act like intellectuals, but they're not.
Yeah, he
But
claims.
he
Yeah,
claims what?
he claimed that college professors and teachers and stuff like that have been emailing him all the time about the great information that he's been giving out. So I got on there and asked him to post those emails on the live stream so we could see them. What do you think happened?
Like he's full of shit. I think he probably like fabricated those emails or whatever, though.
He
Just
booted,
how
he booted me.
yeah, they always booted everyone, dude. Regardless, dude. I mean, I've been booted off of one of their Discord servers because
It's
I said something that was like factual, but I also said some like political shit, which I don't want to talk about. But I did
yeah,
say something about factual about the Olmecs not being black, though.
yeah. The Olmecs, my understanding, are Hispanic.
Yeah, like me. I'm Olmec and Aztec, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, you should subscribe to like all these indigenous YouTube channels, though. But yeah, I miss those indigenous YouTube channels, though.
Yeah,
You know,
I was on
because
a Instagram one, and then just all of a sudden it disappeared.
they
You
all
know what?
disappeared because I figured out what started the disappearance of these YouTube channels was because of these abos and stuff like that, though.
Gang 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 stalking
Yeah, that type of
and
stuff.
reporting the
I
channel and
did the
stuff.
same thing to Yeah, I did the same thing to Aboriginal's channel. It's a long story, but I'll just keep it confidential because I don't want this guy to send his little minions to harass me. Because that's what they do. They just harass people, dude.
Oh, I have
You
this
know.
one guy that I've debunked. I used to just debunk a bunch of stuff in general, including Moors. So now it's just strictly Moors. But there's this one guy. He calls himself Texas Paralegal Guy, and um, he is a big time scammer, and he considers himself a Moor. And I just posted pictures of him. It was just recently in jail, and he's like, he's one of these ones where you don't need a driver's license and you don't have to pay your taxes and all this crap. But his name is
Yeah.
it just
Well,
all
they always
it
go
all
to jail for tax evasion, though.
yeah
They always go to jail for that. Like, dude,
yeah
I don't care if you're gonna do that. Basically, like, I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how poor you are. If you're gonna commit tax evasion for whatever reason, you gotta face the consequences, regardless. You know.
yeah. So see, this is what's going to happen with um, these Aboriginal, like Ab Power, asking for money. Um,
Oh
you get
yeah,
to
I
us.
got a story about Power. I mean, Aboriginal TV specifically because like me and my friend dealt with him a lot, especially on Fortnite though. Trust me, that guy likes to talk his head off. I swear to God, dude. Like all he does is talk shit, you know, and he likes to say, "Oh, I live a better life than you," and this and that. At one point, he claims that he's a billionaire or some shit like that. But like, we know this
Yeah.
motherfucker's lying. Though
This
he
is what's
wishes he was a billionaire, though. They all,
yeah.
yeah,
I wished I was too. So here's what's the issue with
yeah, I know.
these people asking out for all these donations to my understanding, you're allowed to receive a certain amount of money per year. When you hit that threshold, anything over that you have to pay taxes on. And I highly doubt that Ab Power is not reporting what he takes in.
Because I don't think they want to pay taxes because they have like in the hood. I don't know if you're familiar with like hood culture or some shit like that. They have a thing called baby mamas though, where they have like multiple mothers.
Yes.
I mean, they father illegitimate children and shit. You know.
Yeah.
And they have to pay, and the reason why they commit tax fraud or like all types of frauds is to not pay child support. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's
You know,
there's YouTube videos
because they do that
out
a
there.
lot.
Yeah. There's YouTube videos out there how to scam welfare, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's most definitely illegal, dude. That's like some white collar crime shit, dude. You ever seen
Yeah.
that movie called The Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
I've seen that movie a lot though. You should watch it. It's a really good movie.
It's got DiCaprio in it.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan
has
of
a lot
him.
of why.
I don't like him.
What for?
It
You
just
can be honest with me. I'm not gonna be mad.
just there's certain people I just don't like, and he's one of them.
Oh, I see. You're not like one of those Hollywood types, though. You're not a fan of him.
No, I'm not a fan of him.
Not
I
even
just-
De Niro or.
I'm not a fan. Some of De Niro's stuff I like, some I don't.
Oh, okay.
It's like Taxi
Yeah, I
Driver.
know.
I love that movie.
I know. I love Goodfellas though, which reminds me though, because to be honest with you, I used to be one of the reincarnation of like one of the characters though and shit. You know. Yeah. Because in my past life, I used to be a gangster though. And I mentioned the state of Oklahoma, which is ironically where my friends live though, where my friend lives.
Yeah. So, but it's just keep getting off the topic here. Yeah. So when I think it's that they're allowed to receive like $5,000 a year in donations before you have to report it, and you're supposed to keep track of everything that you take in, and I highly doubt that he's keeping track of that. So it's
I doubt that they don't report anything that they do because, like I said, they like to be very fraudulent with their money.
Yeah.
And they like to be very dishonest with their beliefs because
Yeah.
people like that are not.
and that shit will
honest.
catch up to him.
Well,
Sooner or later, it will catch up to him.
they won't. They just want to run away from their problems. It's that simple, you know.
Okay, I gotta call it a night here. I going a little bit too long. So hey, thank you for coming on. And
I support the work that you do, dude.
thank you, and have a good night,
And
everybody.
also,
Yeah.
Hey, before you do, man, you should hop on Not a Coincidence channel, dude. He really likes your intellect, though.